part 2 of the mustache. Sorry, I got cut off. My camera freaked out. So what you're going to do is we've had it beaded through this part, and so then you're going to poke it up through this one again, like right through here. And then poke it through this last bead right here. And so you're going to have like that, and then you're going to string on your last bead that goes through this one right here, and then string it through there. There. So you just made the top part of your mustache. And so what you're going to do is you're going to pull those nice and tight, however tight you want it. Like don't tie it too tight, or else it'll get all like curly and weird. But it tends to like bow in and curve a little bit, but that's good that way. It's supposed to do that. So you're just going to drop that string, and then so this string on the bottom that you had, you're going to take the bottom string that you haven't done anything with yet, except string on the beads with. I did not my string. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you're going to take your mustache, and you have this part, and you're going to poke it up through this bead right through here, like you did on the top part. And then you're going to make, again, a whole row, except for when you get to the middle, you're going to string through this bottom bead instead of putting a bead here. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And then when you get to the middle, you're not going to put a bead here. You're going to string through this one like you did on the top. So then when you get to the middle part, you're going to string through this bead right here. You're going to string through this one instead of putting a bead over it. And then, so you've strung through that bead, and then you're going to string up through the bead that was right next to it right here. And then you have your 3 missing spaces here, and you're going to go ahead and fill those in with beads and continue beading.
Mom. Sorry. God. Safeway has having a $5 sale just today, and you can get 2 24 packs of Mountain Dews for $5. Each 24 packs is $5. It's only today. Is it a coupon or just? No, it's all Safeways. It's $5 day. $5 Friday.
Okay, so you have this part right down here. And so what you're going to do is, again, you're going to string up through the bead you just strung on. So right here, you're going to string through this bead right here, string back up, but you got to make sure it's nice and tight, and then hold the bead so it doesn't pop up and do that weird thing, twisty thing that happened on the top part. And then so what you're going to do is you're going to fill in this one and this one. And then when you get to this part, this gap part, you're going to string through all of these beads right here, all of these. And you're going to come out this part right here, and then you're going to fill in that spot and that spot. So once you get to this spot right here, you're going to string through all of these beads and come out this bead right here. So then you're coming up out of this bead and you're going to string in this one and this one. You're going to put beads in this spot and this spot. Okay, so once you're done with that, you've finished the body part of your mustache. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull it nice and tight, and then it will tend to bow a little bit, but that's good. It's supposed to do that. And so what you're going to do is you're going to pull it nice and tight, and then you're going to take this string and string it through the bead right here. It's because the string's coming out of this bead right here, and you want to poke it through this one. And so it'll be coming out of the side of the mustache. And then with the top part, you're going to flip to the string up to the top part. And then there's this string, and it's coming out of this string right here. It's coming out of this bead. And you're going to string through this bead, and this bead, and all through this bead. So both strings will be coming out right there. And so both strings will be coming out the end right here. You'll have both of the strings, and you're going to pull them nice and tight, and then you're going to tie it off 2 or 3 times. Okay, and so there's your body of your mustache, and you're going to have the bowing part right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut off the ends of the string right there. And you should have long string about this long pieces of string, 2 of them, and you're going to take the longest piece of string, and then you're going to take this end right here, the end, and you're going to pull it through. So here's your mustache part, and you're going to, these 2 beads right here, you're going to poke one end of the string up through here, pull it, and then the other end of the string and pull it up through the bead that's right next to it. And then pull them through. And then you're going to have, so it's coming out of both these beads, and you're going to have just about, so it's just wrapped around those beads right there and coming out. And you're going to take the 2 tips of the string, and you're going to make sure that they're nice and even. Like so. And then you're going to take 2 ends of the string, and you're going to string on a bead, 2 beads, 1 bead at each end of the string. So you're going to have your 2 beads, and you're going to string one on this end and one on this end, and pull them down. And you're going to put them together and put one on both ends of the string. So it should look like this, and you'll have that little look right there. So what you're going to do is, you see how both of the strings are kind of coming out? You're going to take the one that's closest to the top, that's kind of facing upward direction, and you're going to put 1 bead on that end of the string, and then you're going to pull it, make sure they're, oh man, I just ruined it. So you got to take 2 beads, put them on the end. Okay, sorry about that. And so what you're going to do is, how there's the 2 strings that are coming out, you're going to take the one that's closest to the top of your mustache, and you're going to string a bead on the end of that. Okay, so you have the top part, the top string with a bead on it. Like this. And so the top string has a bead on it, and so you're going to string it through this bead right here. This one on the top part, the one that's sticking up. So like that.
One arm's like that guy.
Okay, so you should have it where there's just about 4 of them. And so you're going to take the string that you just strung through, and you're going to stick a bead on the end, and then this one should be, so here's like your mustache, and this one's sticking up a little bit, and then you'll put a bead on the end of the string, and then you're going to string it through there. So it'll have just about like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tie it. Just tie it. And make sure it's nice and tight, super tight. You don't want it all loose. So just do it as tight as you can. Get it super tight. And you're going to pull them through. And then knot them. And then so what you're going to do is you'll have it just like that. And then it'll be like that. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. And then